Hey everybody, it's Wraith, and I don't really know what to call this. I mean, ultimately I'm going to be naming it Wraith's Rambles What If, but I don't know, it just feels kind of weird opening with that, especially with what I posted on Facebook about this video. Obviously, it's been a long time since I posted my last video. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks. Pretty much since my surgery, so I think 3 weeks. But ultimately, what happened is, after the surgery, I was in a lot of pain. I wasn't sleeping particularly well because I kept waking up in pain, and it wasn't pretty. I wasn't. When you're that tired, you get kind of grumpy, kind of bleh. And that's ultimately what happened initially. So initially, surgery, pain, meh. So I wasn't recording because of that. I also didn't really have any games I felt like playing. I honestly just recently started playing again. I'll get to that in a second because those are probably games I'm going to be uploading at some point. Don't know when, but I'll probably be doing it. But after that, there were a series of personal issues that came up, things in my personal life that kind of rocked the boat a little bit. And ultimately, I record typically when the mood hits me. I know I posted before that recording videos makes me happy, and I told my brother that I think it's kind of a cyclical thing, in that I record videos when I'm happier, and then the videos make me even happier. So when I'm not happy, I find it difficult to record the videos. And I'm doing fine now. I'm still fairly tired. That's another story entirely. But ultimately, I needed to get my mind back in the right place in order to be able to go back to recording videos, things of that nature. So I'm focusing on making my house a place I truly like to be. So I ordered some new furniture. I have some new furniture coming in, including a new bed, so I can actually get some sleep. Stop being tired. Good things. I ordered some artwork to put up around the house, things of that nature. Ordered a new pillow. Scented. Gotta love it. But ultimately, what I wanted to talk about in this video is sort of, I think, the thing that had my mind in the wrong place. And I think I've spoken about this in the past, where my mind is very big on what ifs. What if I had done this differently? Where would I be now? And don't get me wrong, I do like and appreciate where I am. I like where I live. I wouldn't say I like my job per se, but it pays the bills, and I can't help but be grateful for the fact that I have a job that's able to do that. And I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, because I do appreciate all of those things. But at the same time, I feel like it's not what I want, per se. I mean, again, I like my job. I like that it's able to provide for me the way it does. But I know what I want to do, and I really want to find a job in a field that I want that is able to do that too. And I know I've said before that I really want to get into game design, and there are some beta positions open, but they're full-time, and I don't think that they would provide the same way this job can. And part of me is worried that if I pursue that, it'll take away from other parts of my life, be it my current job, be it my social life, be it my family, things like that. But again, that's sort of what I mean, is like, my mind is, well, what if you take that job? What if that job ends up making it so you don't have a social life anymore? What if that job makes it so that you're so busy that you get depressed? Things like that. And I don't want to go back to where I was depressed like that before. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder, what if that what if is keeping me from the first step to actually having what I want? So there's a good chance that if that position is still open, I plan on applying to it. Full-time on top of a full-time, which is going to suck. But one of those full-times is doing what I really want to do for a living. Well, in the right field anyways. So, and my mind does that a lot. And I think, well, what if you had held on to the friendship with so-and-so? would they still be here? Would life be better? What if you hadn't decided to move? Would things be better? It's a whole lot of things. But most of it, and the main reason that I run into problems with it, is my mind does, what if things could have been better? My mind frequently doesn't look at the, what if that would have made things worse? And I don't know why my mind does that. And I'd imagine a lot of people's minds do that, honestly. But to the extent, like, my mind is constantly postulating, like, everything. So I had someone ask me the other day, well, what if this happened without you thinking? It wouldn't. My mind doesn't let me work that way. If something happened, it's because I thought about it. Like, even back when I used to drink to the point of getting drunk, like, if I did something, I thought about it first. I mean, sure, I may have thought about it in a drunken stupor where my mind's like, sure, do that, it'll be fine. But, you know, that's a story for another day. But I'm always thinking about what's going on. And that's part of what runs me into problems, because I just recently updated my resume, because it can't hurt. And I've been getting a lot of emails, hey, we want you for this position. And my mind's going, look at what that field is. Like, one of the jobs, I looked it up, and it's really good paying, but they said on it, this is for 3 months. I'm not doing a temporary job. If I apply to a job, I want to leave because I chose to, not because, oh, your term's up, leave. And again, that's part of my issue with the beta testing gig, is that that's tentative. Once that game's out, you're done. But with beta testing, once that game's out, you have that on your resume, you can get into other ones. And again, you get your foot in the door with that company. And I don't know, it's just a lot of thinking. But I really do feel like I need to apply to that one. Just because it's in the field I want, and it's with a company I know and respect. And I need to get my foot in the door if I'm going to make it anywhere towards my dream. So, and again, this is the true epitome of why these videos are called Wraith Rambles. I have no idea where this video is going to go. My mind just sort of is like, oh, you're talking about that? We're going to move on to that now. Okay, so now you know why this is called Wraith Rambles, because that's ultimately what this is. I don't pre-script anything. I don't write anything down. I was like, this is what I want to talk about. Let's see where it goes. So, but again, sort of going back to the what ifs. And again, sometimes it's good. Sometimes not so much. A lot of times, in my case, not so much, because again, when things got kind of rough for me these past couple weeks, my mind was like, well, what if you had never done this? What if you have never taken this chance? Would you be better? What if... And again, I tell people a lot of times, and I mean it, that I wouldn't change what happened in the past, because if I changed what happened in the past, I would never be where I am now. And again, I like where I am now. I mean, there are things I would want to change, there are things I would want to be better, obviously. I think that's always going to be the case. But at the same time, where I am is good. I mean, I've got a really nice apartment, and it, again, we're human, we envy things. I was over someone else's house the other day. They have an apartment kind of like mine, but I was looking at it like, wow, your apartment is so much bigger than mine. And now I'm thinking about it, I don't actually think that's true. I think it's just laid out better. Like, their living room merges without walls into their kitchen, so you've got more space to mess with, whereas I've got like this little counter thing with the sink on it sort of in the way, so I can't really appropriate that area. But again, and I think that might be what forms a lot of the what ifs. Oh, I see this person, they're really happy. What if I had done this? Would I be where they are? But at the end of the day, do I really want to be where they are? Because they're them. They have different goals, they have different dreams, they have different things that make them happy. So ultimately, I don't think I want to be them. But my mind's constantly like, well, if you were them, you would have this. Well, who's to say I can't have that anyways, just in a different way, doing a different thing. So, I don't know. It's just, again, ultimately this video is sort of to explain the mindset that caused me to stop recording for a while. And I really don't need you back there. Go away. He's not going to go away. I'm just going to keep talking. I know last time he did this, I moved to the other side of the apartment. I'm just going to roll with it, even though he's really loud. And I wish he would stop, but whatever. So, again, sort of going into what I'm doing moving forward. Again, I'm doing all right. I'm just been tired, exhausted, a little bit down because some things have gone haywire all over the place, but it's all right. Ultimately, there are some decisions I still have to make, some things I still have to straighten out. Good grief! And I'm totally not editing this, so this is going to be hilarious. Or annoying, depending on who's watching, I guess. But whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do care. Obviously, I want y'all to enjoy what you're seeing, or at least get something out of it, but I have a coworker who's constantly telling me to be like water, flow around the obstacles. In this case, I think, specifically regarding the trash truck back there, I think ultimately with this is the situation I record in. This is kind of the first opportunity I've had to record in a while also. So I'm just kind of rolling with it. It's going to make it into the video. It's okay. It's real life. It happens. But anyways, moving forward with recordings, I do have, I think I mentioned a long time ago when I first recorded Pox Nora that I wanted to do something called Free-to-Play Frenzy. And a game I've been waiting to hit console for a long time just came to console, so I just downloaded World of Warships, I re-downloaded World of Tanks, things of that nature. I do want to go ahead and record those at some point in the future. I don't know when I'm going to get to that. I don't think I'm going to be doing it today. I'm going to be kind of busy this weekend, so I don't know if I'll get to it this weekend, but I do want to go ahead and get those recordings in. I do want to get back to YouTube, back to doing... I don't know if I'll be doing daily videos again. I know I used to say I record almost every day, and that's obviously not true at the moment. I want YouTube to be something that I enjoy, so that me enjoying it means that you can enjoy what I produce. And if I don't enjoy it, it's just going to be like, all right, let me churn another one out, and it's just not going to be the same. So, also, I spoke in the Borderlands 2 video about how I wanted to do a playthrough of the entire series, and Borderlands 1 just got remastered onto the PlayStation 4, so I actually bought that, and I do want to go ahead and go back to that. So I might delete the Borderlands 2 video just so I can actually do the playthrough like I wanted to do in the first place. I'm not sure if I'll do it chronologically, so that would be Borderlands pre-sequel, then Borderlands 2. I don't know. I might not. I mean, they released Borderlands 2, Borderlands pre-sequel, so I might do that. Borderlands 3 is also coming out later this year. I do have that on pre-order. I'm looking forward to that coming out. But ultimately, I am looking forward to getting content back out. Obviously, this is the first one where I'm explaining sort of where I've been, what happened. I'm still alive, hi. But ultimately, what ifs are okay. But don't forget to appreciate where you are. Don't forget that you've worked hard to get where you are, and you deserve to be happy in where you are. And it's okay, and I've said this 1,000 times before, I'm sure, it's okay to want to enhance where you are, but don't forget to appreciate where you already are. And again, that's ultimately what I'm trying to do with the new furniture, the new artwork and stuff, is I like where I am. I want to make me like where I am even more. And I'm just trying to make it a more pleasant experience all around. And the more pleasant I can make where I live, the more happy I'll be, and the more ready I'll be to put out more content, things of that nature. So I think that's sort of a good enough place to leave this one off. Again, ultimately, I've been kind of down in the dumps. I just brought myself back up. I'm doing better. Work was stressful. Work was really stressful. I was getting in trouble at work. I think that's now over. Work started to calm down. My managers have stopped getting on me about everything, which I guess is partially because I'm doing better, which again is partially because my mind's in a better state now. I do have new games I'm preparing to release. I just need to go ahead and get them recorded. And I think things are going to be better moving forward. And again, things have been great, but I think they're going to be even better. I think not so much even better, they're going to be more stable in being better. And I think that's what matters. So, again, I am hopeful to put more content out. I am hopeful to get back into the swing of things. And I know you all deserved a explanation of where the heck I went. So, yeah, I appreciate those of you who stuck with me through the absence and are still willing to stick with me moving forward. And I look forward to getting more content out for you. Just keep an eye out for that. Again, I appreciate you taking the time to come see this video. If you like the content I release, if you could go ahead and hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you want to be kept up to date with when I release new content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just lets you join me when I release new content. And if you know other people who would appreciate the content, if you could go ahead and share it, I would definitely appreciate that also. You can also check me out on fb.me/Wraith5202. It's just my Facebook channel. I release updates, like I released an update that I was going to be releasing this video, although I didn't name it this time. Typically I'll name what's going on. But yeah, again, I appreciate everyone taking the time to come out, and I hope to see you in the next one.